Welcome back to Redwood Raceway, everybody. The Dirt Modified's on the track ready to go in their 30-lap feature. 8 of them lined up and hungry to go. Going to toss it over to Cato Kendrick, and he'll go over the lineup for you.
All right, starting in row 1, we got Falk Rao in the orange and black, number 6. Outside of him is number 14 in the purplish and black flamed, really cool looking Dirt Modified.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, the 14 of Candy Tomorrow. One row back is number 22, Kaz Freshie, in the, looks like it's probably sponsored by Normal, how he usually is. Outside of him is Fred Koolhoven in the number 2 for FK Autosports. Behind them, in row 3, is 109 of Michi Rossini in the black and red car. Outside of him is number 98 of Kibo Monroe, Lead Paw Motorsports, in the red, white, and black car. In the last row, the inside line, number 7th place, we got the 103 blue car of Lotus Setzer. And outside of her is the 107 car of Luisito Avon.
So now we'll take a quick look at the point standings. This is an interesting one. Your points leader right now, Kibo Monroe, by 2 points over Kaz Freshie. Daria Falconer sits third. As you saw, she's not on the grid tonight. Then you've got Candy Tomorrow and Falk Rao rounding out the top 5 from there on down. Setzer, Koolhoven, Pedalo, Rossini, Avon, and Foxtail with the provisional. Looks like he'll be getting another one, as is Falconer tonight. So 30 laps, 8 cars, and a couple of wild cards out there. This should be interesting.
Turn 1's going to be an interesting one again.
That's a good word for it. Here we go. Green flag out. Oh, Falk Rao got away clean, and they're all running into each other behind him. 4 wide. Lucido Avon's up to second. He tried to take a shot at Rao. He collected Rossini. Here he comes down to the inside. Into 1. He misses trying to get in there on the inside of Rao, and now Setzer takes third. Flying up the outside there is Avon trying to find a way around the 6 of Rao, and it's getting ugly.
It looks like we're going to have a nice battle for the lead here, if he can brake.
Yeah, he kind of missed his braking point there going into 3. There's a wad of cars behind them. Fred Koolhoven up to third.
Got Lotus Setzer behind him. You got 3 wide battle behind her.
Oh, it's getting nasty back there. Falk Rao is probably loving this, looking in his mirror right now. Avon holds on to second. Koolhoven still third, and then that gaggle of cars as Avon hits the attenuator on the inside. That's going to allow Koolhoven to kind of start to reel him in there, but it looks like he's getting reeled in as well.
We got a lineup that's not very common. We got all the fast cars in the back.
Oh, looks like the 6, Rao, tags the attenuator there. He's still able to continue. Doesn't lose any ground on Avon as Avon ends up off the banking there in turns 1 and 2. Got a little bit of sim lag there, and this is where you'll see a couple different driving styles come out. Some drivers are really used to dealing with lag, and those are the guys with slower computers. And when this sort of stuff comes up, it's normal for them. So lag, it brings out the best in drivers, definitely.
Looks like Avon's still holding on for second.
That was what we were just talking about, and I know his connection's not necessarily the best, so when this sort of stuff comes up, definitely for him, it's probably very normal.
Got someone we should mention is Kaz Freshie has kind of escaped all that chaos behind everybody.
He's worked his way up into the 4th spot. Currently, let me see, Rao has a 2.7 second lead over Avon. Koolhoven all over Avon trying to find a way around. Then Freshie, who we were just talking about. Monroe, Tomorrow, Rossini, and of course Lotus Setzer. Now those back 3, it looks like Falk Rao is going to be catching up to put a lap on him pretty soon.
Looks like Koolhoven's running a pretty good line.
And he's really smooth around here.
I've noticed this is one of his best tracks.
Definitely. It's a very rhythmic track. You fall into a rhythm and get comfortable, which it looks like Lucido Avon fell out of his rhythm there as Fred Koolhoven takes second away from him. And you can kind of, you go up on the straightaways, dive down in the corners, hit your braking points. It's even on both sides, unlike Falconer. So that really gives you a lot of room there.
You got a 3 wide battle behind 4th place between Tomorrow, Monroe, and Rossini.
Yeah, they're coming off turn 2, it looks like, headed down the back chute. Tomorrow finally got around Monroe. I know she was behind him for a little while. Looks like Rossini's back on the attack underneath her. That is for 5th.
And the number 6 is coming up to lap him.
And it'll be quite a thing to see where he picks to go around these guys, because they are racing hard. This is for 5th position here.
They are.
And Monroe misses turn number 1, goes off to the forest. Hopefully he doesn't pick up any hood ornaments out there.
Looks like Freshie got around Avon.
Whoa! Turn 1. I hate to cut you off there, but Candy Tomorrow and Mishi Rossini got together pretty bad there. Tomorrow ended up off the track. She just returns just now. Rossini managed to stay on the track, so he's pretty far ahead of her. Coming up on 10 to go. Rao still leads. Koolhoven now 2nd. Freshie 3rd. And behind Freshie looks like Avon holds on to the 4th spot. So that's the top 4 right now. From there on back, it's pretty chaotic. Lots of cars laps down. I do believe Mishi Rossini has the 5th place, unless I'm completely insane, which is possible.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Should be.
Looks like Monroe's pulling off into the infield.
He was running pretty high up there in the field before that, as far as I know.
That's our points leader.
That's a tough break for him. He's going to get 1st on the opener and 8th this week. So he's going to take a huge hit in the points. Everybody was hoping he would do pretty good today, possibly keep himself up in the points lead, but it looks like that's not going to happen. So we're approaching 5 laps to go here as Rao comes out of turn 4 and across the stripe. Runs an 11.9. That's a pretty quick lap considering the little bits of sim lag we're feeling. They're not really bad, but they're pretty bad. Efred Koolhoven rips off an 11.8, but he is in the middle of a lot of lap traffic, and Kaz Freshie's chasing him down. This is for
right
2nd.
On his tail. Looks like Rossini has a bunch of damage on his car. He has no acceleration coming off the corners.
It looks like he can darn near flat-footed around the track with how much damage he's incurred.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what he's doing. Got a battle for 2nd.
This is some pretty good racing here. 2 and 22 headed into turn 3. Coming off turn 4, Freshie has his nose out front. 2 laps to go for these 2 drivers, and they're still side-by-side. Koolhoven looks like he's going to try the inside now. They're going to swap grooves going into 3. This will be white flag this time for them.
He might be able to get the inside line on Kaz if he can just drive it in there right.
Rao takes the checkers. Here comes this battle for 2nd, though. Turn 4, he's trying.
Oh, who's it going to be?
Looks like Freshie by a
Freshie.
nose.
Wow, that was close.
Just barely. That was a great race for 2nd there. Those last couple laps, you were talking about how it was coming up, and we got ourselves another little fight going on here. This time it's Candy Tomorrow and Lotus Setzer. Setzer is not making any friends tonight. She got pushed all the way off the sim by Candy Tomorrow and off into the trees there. So looks like Rossini also is going after her. So we'll see if Lotus Setzer's still alive after this break. And we're going to set up the figure 8 and get some true racing in. We'll be right back.
More death here soon.
Yeah.